Hello, hello again. Hello, hello, hello. Once again, we will try this one more time. I don't know what happened, but hey, sometimes it be like that. So we will try again and get it together. Let's see, we can do it this time. Hey, I think we're there. Hey, hello, hello, hello. My name is Coach Don Allen, and I'm the CEO of Stay Sexy Wellness. How's everybody doing today? On episode 124. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining in with me and kicking it for 124 episodes. And if you guys are new to the podcast, hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, and do come back. If you can you please, please, please put your name or well, at least put where you are hailing from, where you are viewing from. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, and thank you. So today, so it's check belly 1 2 3, check belly 1 2 3. So why I did that? Well, last week I did your body, my body, our body. We talked about where the fat was deposited. If you sit in the mirror and you see where it was deposited, again, on your tummy, your muffin. It could have been from your waist up. It could have been your arms. It could have been your hip, thighs, and butt. So today we're going to be a little bit specific. We're going to pretty much talk about the belly, the different type of belly types. How to tighten it up a little bit, how to tighten that up, how to get flatten it up today. So we're going to do a little different today. So who am I? Who am I? Who am I? My name is Coach Dawn Allen. And well, how I got started was I had body issues when I was younger, and I thought I got over it, but kind of came back. And what it is, I have my mom and my dad, my brother, and they're both tall and thin. And I was never that girl. I was always the girl that was kind of voluptuous compared to them. And it kind of bothered me. I just couldn't figure out why I was different from them. And I know you're not supposed to, now I know, you're not supposed to compare yourself to other people, but I did. I did. I love my mom and I love my brother, but I didn't look like them. But then it bothered me. So, one time I went down to 110 pounds. And I thought that was the cure. No, but it wasn't. I was a smaller version of the same person with the small waist and the hips and the thighs. I was just a smaller version. My mom said that I look terrible. I look weird, strange. Please don't do that. Go back to your normal weight because you don't look way, look sick. So I did. I went back to my normal weight, but I thought that I pushed it down below. I thought I did. And one time when I was older, like an adult, my mom and I went to a comedy zone, and the comedy zone has comedians, and at the end of the show, they meet in the vestibule, and they shake hands or take pictures or whatever, And this gentleman told me, I said, hi, Mr. Curry. This is my mom, Mr. Curry, Mark Curry, from Mr. Cooper, Hang Up Mr. Cooper show. If you remember that show. And he said, oh, that's your mom. She looks better than you. And I really couldn't say anything. I wanted to just take my mouth and just drop it to the ground, because what he was saying was true. My mom did look better than me. I was overweight. I was 60 pounds overweight. My mom was size 6 and I was a size 18. So yeah, she looked better than me. But my feelings was hurt, but I couldn't show it. I had to have a blank face, ha ha ha, yeah. But I wasn't laughing inside. I was like, ooh, if I can slap this man right now, I'll slap him to the ground. But I couldn't do that. That wasn't nice. But my feelings, that's what my mind was saying. But I couldn't even get mad at him because it was the truth. You cannot get mad at the truth. But, I just kept on moving. And it did bother me, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to make me do any kind of correction for myself. I know I had brain fog. My knees would give out. I had no energy. But that wasn't enough for me to do anything about it. It wasn't enough, I would see other people, that they're dragging their knees and they're hopping and all that. They have them little carts and them walkers. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want that. Even my dad told me, he had a blood disease and he went to the doctors every 2 weeks to see if he needed a blood transfusion. And the doctor told him that would be his quality of life. I'm like, quality of life? Ooh. That's the first time I really heard it. I really heard it. Really heard it. Quality of life. Who wants to do that? I plan to retire one day, and I sure do not want to be going to no doctors every 2 weeks. But that still wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for me to do anything, to do a call of action, until the Lord, He told me to get on the scale, and I did. I weighed 203 pounds. I'm like, what? Nah, this scale was broken. I must have dropped it. But I got on the scale 3 times, and it said the same thing, 203. That was the thing that made me move and have a call to action. That 203 pounds, that was it for me. Because I said I would never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever weigh over 200 pounds. But here I was, 203. I'm like, no. So I said, well, what do I do? Immediately, I said, I got an answer. How many times do you get an answer immediately from the Lord? It may be a minute, 5 days, a week, a month. It could be years with a Z on the end. But I got an immediate answer. Go to your computer. I ain't know why. I listened. So I didn't know what I was looking for. I kept on strolling, and then I came to the school that resonated with my heart. I stopped right there. And I read through the description and it was talking to me. Yeah, I want that. I want that. I want it. Yeah. Yes. I immediately signed up that night, right then on the spot. And then later on, I did training and I became an integrated nutrition health coach. And you're like, what is that? Well, that's a health coach that doesn't just do food, okay? We add other things to that, okay? We add, about sleeping, we add, about the physical activity, all the self-care that's needed. It's not just about food. It's how to balance everything together, integrated, everything, not just food. Food is definitely number one, but there's a whole bunch of other things that make you don't want to eat right. All that distraction and things. But yes, integrated nutrition health coach. So while I was going through the course, I was trying to be a good student. And I listened and I lost 20 pounds, but I didn't realize I lost the 20 pounds. I was just focused, laser beam. And then, I lost 20 pounds. I didn't even know that. But I said, you know what? I'm not being a really good student because I'm not doing everything they say to do. Because I didn't add the physical activity because I didn't like to sweat. Nope. I don't mind sweating for dancing, but not just to be exercising. And besides, ladies, we don't want to get the hair messed up. We're going to have our do done, got to be right, But I learned that I changed my thinking, and I changed it. Whereas as I sweat, I'm losing germs, I'm losing toxins, I'm losing fat. That's how I had to think. I had to say, no, as I'm getting rid of this toxin, I'm losing weight. I'm getting healthier. I'm getting fine. Yes. So go fat, go do it. Go away. Sweat on. Let's go. Let's do this. So that's how I had to change. And when I did that, I lost another 30 pounds. So, so I said, okay, but I did say to the Lord, if I can do this, I will show others what I did. So then that's how I created Stay Sexy Wellness. Stay Sexy Wellness. Because as you know, that deep down inside, under the dents and the bumps and all of that, and the jiggles, we all want to be sexy. We all want, that. You all want to be sexy. So what I do is I help middle-aged women who feel unwanted, unseen, and forgotten go from being stressed out to become energized, driven, and motivated to make small changes in nutrition, physical activity, and self-care so that they can become fit, fine, fabulous, and so sexy, loving themselves from the inside out. Yes. You know what's so funny? When I said that to Genesis, the guys, they're like, sexy. They just like, whoa. and get their attention because everybody wants to feel sexy. You know it. I don't. You know that. So that's why or the Lord, gave me this purpose to help others get their sexy back. Because we know we want that. Okay, you might, like I say, it may be down, and you might feel a little wet, kind of sort of way. You might get the lumps and the dents and the bumps. Okay, but you still sexy down. Don't worry about that. We're gonna get that back. So yes, that's what I do, and that's what I'm here for. So tonight's episode is called Check Belly 1, 2, 3. And we're going to talk about knowing your belly types so we can maximize and flatten that tummy down a little bit more so we can have a more healthier health journey. Okay, I'm trying to shrink that belly a little bit. So there's 3 types of belly types. One is the pooch. And the pooch is the one that is below your belly button, little round circles around the belly button. Maybe the kangaroo pouch, right down there, called the pooch or pouch, okay? That's the first belly type I'm going to talk about. The second one is the muffin top, and that's the fat that goes around the waist, okay? And the last one is the bloated one. That's the tummy is like from the low chest to like below your belly, okay? And the belly, that's kind of fat all the way around. It's kind of real thick, okay? It's all through the belly. And those are the 3 belly types we're going to talk about today. Okay, so you could be one belly type, you could be 2 belly types, you could be all combinations. So just everybody's could be different. Okay, we're going to talk about each one separately and some of the ways we can try our best to flatten that thing out a little bit. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is the pooch, and the puka. A lot of names for it. Know what? I didn't even see where you got the calling from. Let me get my manners together. I'm so excited about talking about this subject tonight. Let's see, where are we calling from? Let me second trying to see where anyone is hailing from tonight. So I can get over here and see if I see anybody over. Oh, I got Washington, D.C. in the house. I think it's Miami. And I believe, in New York, Strong Island to be exact. Okay. Oh, we got, we have, I think it's Delaware in the house. Okay, Delaware in the house today. All right, let me see. My phone's on the floor over here. I don't want to throw it on the floor. Hold on a second. Yeah, so happy cousin, you're joining me today. Let's see if I can get this, see what's going on here in 1 second. In the land. Nope. I was gonna say, I would check Mr. Facebook, but I'm afraid to do anything else. My computer went down. I'll leave it alone. So anyway, we have the 3 belly types this evening. The first one, like I say, is the puka and the pouch, and that is below the belly button. And the main thing of that is muscle tone. Okay. And what happens as we get older, ladies, gentlemen, as we age, our muscles decrease. And that is what happens that is where the pouch comes from. And as our testosterone lowers, our muscles decrease, and that causes that puka. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to take or increase magnesium and zinc, put that in our diet, so that will help us. That will help deflate that area. And as far as foods, we can do wheat germ, plain yogurt, oysters, eggs, almond, and yogurt. These are things that will help us reduce and flatten our puka. And also, we also need some protein, ladies. We need at least 1/4 of our meal, our plate should be protein. We got to have protein in our diet. We've got to build that muscle back up. Okay. Now, as far as exercise, one exercise we can do, I'm gonna give you one exercise. You lay on your back, right? And it's called like a leg lifts. You're gonna lift both legs up at the same time, and you're gonna just lift them up and go up and down without touching the ground. So basically, you're gonna be focusing on that core area. Okay, so it's laying on your back, straight down. Sorry, I can't demonstrate for y'all. Maybe do a video on your back, and then you're going to you're gonna raise up and down your legs, up and down. You can do it. You're gonna try do it, 4 times or 6 times, but every day, do them every day, and then you try to increase the number. Okay, so your head to be, if you can put the head up off the ground. If you can't, don't worry about it. The main thing is you're going to keep those legs up and down, focusing on that core. Okay, so that is the belly type or the puka. Puka. There's a lot of name for that. If you have some name for, let me know. It might be the kangaroo pouch. It could be the pouch, the puka. So many names for that middle section. A lot of us women have that particular area in mind, and that thing there is pain. But yeah, it's not fun. Especially you have your bikini. Some people can't wear bikini because I think pooks out. We don't want that. So the next one we're going to talk about is the muffin top, and that's the little fat that goes all the way around the waistband, goes all the way around to the back, and that is the muffin top. The muffin top. This one is the most common around ladies. Is the most common is the muffin top. Okay, so it's so funny. It's the most common. It has a really cute name, muffin top. You know why gotta be the most common with the cutest name? Okay, I digress. So it is caused by stress. Man, stress. That's why it's the most common, because stress is everywhere. It could be your job. It could be your business. It could be your family. It could be your children. It could be the environment. You know, it could be lack of money. It could be finance. It could be the government. It's so many things around that can cause stress. So many things. Okay. So when stress happens, it produces cortisol. Well, we have cortisol anyway, but it's extra. It's the excessive amount. That's the problem. The excessive amount of cortisol, it feeds. First of all, it makes you hungry. So first you increase the cortisol, it makes you hungry, and then when it makes you hungry, what do you eat? You want to crave. It makes you crave sugar, and that's what. And then sugar turns into fat. You know how that goes. It goes right around the tummy. So what happens is sugar feeds the cells, and it deposits around the tummy. So that nice sugar. So what we want to do is we want to replace that sugar with better sugar. Okay. So what we're going to do is we want to replace with we want to reduce the sugar. Okay, and we want to take out the white food. So we're going to start each day with a complex carb. The complex carb is sugar, but it's more it's a complex sugar. It's a sugar that you eat, and it kind of like it lasts a long time, like oatmeal. That's something that it's filling, and it burns slow, and it lasts longer. So that makes you full for a longer period of time. Okay, like steel oats. Another thing you want to do is 3 times a day you want to add some monosaturated fats, and that would be something like that's almond butter, olive oil, dark chocolate. Yes, dark chocolate. Add that to olive oil. These are things that help with the blood sugar. You want to have this about 2 tablespoons a day. Oh, and one of the best things you want to get is coconut oil. Coconut oil is like the best thing to help with one of the best monosaturated fats. Okay. Now, because we're stressed out, we have to take time, guys, to just woosah. You have to just stop. You have just sit down, and you have to kind of, if say a mantra, a mantra, to sit down and just deep breathing. You can do 4x4. You can look deep in. You can like breathe in 4, hold 4, breathe out 4. Whatever you do, just sit quietly and just in and out. Just take deep breaths. You're gonna have to de-stress, because now you're gonna be hungry all day. So just whenever you feel the stress coming on, just stop and then woosah. You're gonna have to do something to calm yourself down, because you don't want to be stressed out all day. You be a round circle. You don't want that. Do not want that. The last belly type we're going to talk about is the bloated belly. And that's the one that's the fat is like, oh, the belly's all over. It's just a big round circle belly. Okay. And pretty much that is it's an unbalanced digestive system. It's not imbalanced, guys. You have inflammation caused by bad bacteria and gas. Okay, we got to get that together. And sometimes the stomach, it may move. It may be shift around because you got the digestion thing. It might not be the same look. It might not look the same in the morning and in the afternoon. And either make this shift and just change different shapes, okay? So don't be surprised. What we want to do, because of that gas, we want to get that, want to reduce that gas. And some things that will help will be ginger, parsley, pineapple. These things help with the gas. Also, you want to get some fermented food because of the probiotics that will help. Like pickles, sauerkraut, those are really good things for you to have at least one time a day. And because you want to get rid of that bulk, get rid of that gas. So one tip you want to do is eat your largest meal first. Eat your largest meal first, okay? And eat your smallest meal last. I said again, eat your smallest meal first or early as you can, okay? And don't eat it last. You don't eat your smallest meal last because you want to get your stomach, let it have time to digest. Because at the end of the day, your stomach may be tired. So it gives you, so that way giving your stomach a rest at the end of the day. So eat your smallest meal last. Okay, so that's my tip for the three of them, for the pucha pouch, for the muffin top, and for the bloated. So I have any comments in Instagram land over here. Let's see. Is belly blow related to some people beer belly? Well, yeah, I guess you could say beer belly. That's a whole different thing. A beer belly is sort of kind of something else. Well, you know what? But beer is fermented, isn't it? Some of it is. A beer belly could be too much beer. That's definitely something. That's pretty much what you're putting in, what you're eating. I could say, I guess it could be sort of kind of a bloated belly. Because beer does like expand and be gassy. I don't drink beer, so I guess I don't know. I think it can be a beer belly. I guess you stop drinking beer, then it will go down if that's what you do. But yeah, I don't drink beer. That is a very good question. I kind of have to look it up, but I think it does have something to do with it because sometimes they call it a beer belly. So that's what I have for this evening. If you get value, please drop value for me. And if you have any subject that you want me to talk about, please also drop that in it. And I'll be happy to share and happy to look it up, do the research for you. Because I love finding solutions to help you lose that weight and get into the best shape that you possibly can. Because I'm going to tell you something. Who wants to retire and have to go to the doctors every 2 weeks? Do you? I mean, what I dream about when I'm retired now, and I'm so happy that I can walk, I can go up the stairs, I can go down the stairs, I can open up cans, I can carry my groceries. These things might not sound sound great, but some people can't do that. They can't get up up and down stairs without having to stop. They can't get up and sit up and sit down. So think about these things, guys. Because one day you're going to retire, and I don't know about you. You want to be in good health, and you don't want to go to doctors every other day or every 2 weeks. You want to do travel the world, start a business, do things you never did before. Take dance class, karate class. That's what I do. I do all of that. I do karate class, dance class, gym, and I travel. I haven't been sitting still too long since I was retiring. Why? Because I'm able to do it. I lost my 50 pounds. So I want you guys to be able to do the things that you dream about when you retire. Because you don't want to retire and can't enjoy your 30, 40, 50, 60 years of working. And then you can't even walk and be broken down. That's not what you want. I don't know about you. I do not want that for you. So please take care of yourself. If you need any help, I am here. DM me, Coach D, and I can set up a one-on-one 30-minute consultation for free. If we can talk down and see how I can help you anywhere I can, because I do not want you to retire and not be able to enjoy your hard labor. Well, that's all I have for now. Thank you for joining me. And until next week, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Goodbye for now.